Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Infernus, and after just over a month, welcome back to another comic book review. It's crazy to think that the last one I did was The Flash, which was at the end of June. But after sifting through a whole bunch of non-comic book related stuff, we're finally back with our first show in the MCU's fifth phase, Secret Invasion. A show that I was actually really looking forward to. The trailers looked awesome, and the fact that we finally got a Nick Fury show got me really excited. And then the show came out, and every single thing about it is great on paper, but it comes with a but, with one T. So that's kind of the thing. I was excited for the show, but it ended up being kind of underwhelming because every good thing came with a flaw. For one, there's increased brutality. There's a lot of really brutal moments, but the stakes don't feel higher. Like part of that is just because we already know that Nick Fury's going to make it to the end thanks to thanks to all the trailers and the Marvels. But at the same time, not a lot really happens in any of the episodes to give off an idea that something big is happening. Like it's always it's all like everything that happens within the episode is usually stopped within the episode. So there's no real sense of progress on the villains' end of things. There are shocking character deaths, characters that we care about that are killed in shocking ways, but they're barely ever brought up again after that, and they don't feel like they have a lot of weight. Gravik can be a very intimidating. How exactly is he justifying world domination? The best guess that I can muster up is that maybe it's the idea is like if he can't have that home, no one can, but that's very questionable. Of course, Rhodey being revealed as a Skrull, that's definitely a shocking twist. But, the fact that he's been a Skrull since Civil War, that's definitely something that could ruin a lot of his previous appearances, which I'm not sure if I'm even comfortable calling them his previous appearances because, well, he wasn't there. But you get what I mean. They do introduce the Super Skrulls, which does make a good amount of sense since the Fantastic Four hasn't appeared yet. So of course they choose characters and monsters who have similar powers. But then they introduce the Harvest, making two characters who are, unbelievably and unnecessarily overpowered, and of course only one of them ends up living. So now we just have Gaia going around the MCU being the most powerful thing imaginable. The only thing that I can say has no buts is Nick Fury's relationship with his wife. There are some pretty touching moments, and there is a good sense that they love power and not just the fact that one's a Skrull and one's a human. That's the one aspect of the show that has no buts. But literally everything else, there's good aspects, but they're quickly followed by a but. Even when you move out of some of the things I just said, the show itself, each episode, decently engaging. But as a whole, it didn't really keep my attention all that well. In fact, I'd even forget that episodes came out, and then I remember, usually when watching Bluey, which is interesting, but I'd usually remember when logging on to Disney Plus on Wednesdays, like, oh yeah, there's a new episode of Secret Invasion out. Yes, yeah. Overall, that's really disappointing because this looked like it had potential to be the best, MCU Disney Plus show. Like, even better than Hawkeye. But instead, it's probably the worst thing we've gotten since She-Hulk. Not as bad as She-Hulk by any means. And let me make this clear. There are worse shows and worse seasons out there. This show doesn't suck. It is fine. As it is, it is fine. There's much worse. There's, of course, She-Hulk. There's Inhumans. There's, season 1 of Agent Carter, season 3 of Runaways, season 1 of Iron Fist, season 1 of Jessica Jones. You can do worse. But as far as like the MCU proper goes, there's only one way you can do worse. And then like 6 or 7 other ways that you can do better. I know this was a pretty short review, but in general, just with how the show played out, I gotta give it a 2 out of 5. There's so much good to be had, but it's all dragged down by what feels like wasted potential. Hopefully, the upcoming Phase 5 shows end up being better, but I can't say I have a lot of hope. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for my review on Secret Invasion. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. I'm not going to bore you with all that generic stuff. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Godspeed.